Hey there, thanks for joining me today on this video. We are going to do an unboxing and a seam sealing of my new Warbonnet Thunderfly Tarp. I just received it in the mail. I'm very excited about opening this up and taking a look at it. I thought I'd invite you to join me as we do this together. I have been hammocking for now about 5-6 years, something like that. And when I first began, I didn't know if I was even going to like it. So I bought the sort of baseline Warbonnet tarp at the time, which was called an Edge. The Warbonnet doesn't even make the Edge any longer. It's an 11-foot tarp, and it got the job done. It was fine. I had no problems with it. It did a very good job for 5 and 6 years. It doesn't have doors on it, and I had thought a couple of times about whether or not I need to have doors. I have slept out in the winter a number of times. I've been through some pretty brutal snowstorms. 2 to 3 years ago, I was out and it dumped about 35 inches overnight on the tarp. A fantastic night. And I didn't mind it that I didn't have doors. Now I know doors are very popular for a lot of people, so I didn't know if I wanted to go that extra weight and extra everything to get the doors or not. But the Warbonnet Thunderfly, I think, is sort of a halfway step for me. It doesn't have full doors, but it has some door protection to it. So I was looking at that. And then I saw that the color options on the Thunderfly included an autumn orange. Now I'm kind of biased by orange. I like orange color, and I thought I really wanted to try that tarp out and take a look at it. In fact, I wrote Brandon an email from to Warbonnet and asked him if he could send me some pictures of some other people's autumn orange tarp, and he didn't have any. So I kind of bought this not knowing what it was going to look like. Ultimately, he sent me, I had a still picture of it from the website, but ultimately I didn't know what it was going to look like. So I'm still a little nervous about opening this up, hoping that I'm going to dig the orange, and I think that I'm going to. It wasn't a cheap tarp. It's this whole thing with panel pulls cost $185. Now I've been saving for a long time for it. As a matter of fact, what I've been doing is I have an Amazon Chase credit card, and so I've been making sure I've been putting as many purchases on that credit card as I could for the past quite a while, and you earn points or cash back. And so I saved up to, I think I had $140 saved in points, which I put towards this. So this tarp only cost me $40, although it took a long time to get that, but I finally did. And right now I'm excited to go ahead and open this, and we're going to take a look at it together and see what it looks like. Got my knife here. We got to be careful though as we open this up not to cut the tarp beneath it, but I think we can be careful. So why don't you come a little closer and we'll take a look at it. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and carefully cut the box open. There's my cuckoo clock in the background going. I'm nervous about cutting this box. I don't want to. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. So, okay. Oh, I forgot that I ordered some guidelines. So we got some yellow guideline that I'm going to use to do my tarp stakes. The seam sealer is included, as well as a really awesome Warbonnet Outdoors sticker, which I already have one on each of my cars, so that'll be good to add on. So, all right, here we go. This is the new tarp. It does have the carabiners on there, I see, that are included. I can see a little bit of that orange coming through. Let's close this knife up here. Get that out of the way. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. So there is the Warbonnet Thunderfly. It does have panel pullouts. You can see these are the pullouts. So by attaching some guideline to it, or maybe my hiking sticks, pulls, I can pull the sides of the tarp out, making it even more roomy. But this stitching needs to be sealed first. So we're going to go ahead and put some sealer on this stitching so that it becomes waterproof. Now this is the 20D Sil Poly fabric that I ordered. It's actually, this Sil Poly is considered a little more waterproof than the other versions that they sell, although it's a little bit more, should I say, fragile. Apparently it's a little more lighter material, and it might be just a little more fragile. We need to be careful with that. But it's supposed to be more waterproof. I have watched some videos on the waterproofing, on how it does stand up, and it seems like it holds up very good against the water. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, next we are going to go to the floor, and we're going to try to do the seam sealing on and get that done next. Okay, so you can see we're on the floor now, and this is the one of the panel pulls that from the outside you'll be able to pull the panel, and the stitching here keeps it from the panel pull from tearing the fabric, but the stitching creates very, very fine holes in the fabric which could allow water. So Warbonnet provides their own silicone sealer, which we're going to apply here. So we'll just take this off, puncture that with the cap, just like that. And I've never done this before, but I've watched Brian from Great Lakes Backpacker do this. Brian and I hiked together in Montana a few years ago, and he took the tarp that he seam sealed. So I'm just going to follow his instructions, and that is just put it on there. We'll do it liberally, at least I think it's liberally. And whoops, we're going to just push it into the fabric, or the stitching, and try to get those holes covered up. And I got a little bit on the fabric. Set this out of the way so that doesn't happen again. You don't need to put this on both sides of the tarp, just the inside where this fabric appears. And you just want to work that into the stitching so that it is sealed up for water. And of course we'll do this to all 4 panel pulls. My first tarp, my edge tarp, did not have panel pulls on. Again, it was a very small tarp. Well, it's 11, this is also 11 foot, but it was small in terms of its width, I guess you could say. It didn't offer a lot of room inside, and certainly didn't have panel pulls, so I didn't have to seam seal anything on it. Like I said, that tarp held up very well through the years. Had absolutely no problems with it, and still to this day it functions perfectly. But I just thought I'd like to get something with a little bit more room in it, a little something that would yeah, give me a little more room inside, maybe something with a little bit of color to it. I know some people complain about color pollution out in the woods. They think everything should be greens and browns or camo. I'm not quite that sensitive, and I hope I don't run into anybody that sensitive out there with this orange. Okay, so that looks like we got the first one done. I'm going to go ahead and get the other 4 finished, and then we'll come back and take a look at it. Okay, I got the all 4 panel pulls now seam sealed. It didn't go on too badly at all. It's just, you just kind of have to work it into the stitches. You can feel the stitches, so you can kind of feel where it needs to be worked in with my finger, or your finger, so it goes on very well, and it comes off very well. I just got a wet paper towel, and my finger cleaned up, no problem at all. It has to sit now for 6 to 8 hours drying time, which won't be a problem because I have no plans to take this out until about a week from now. So that'll be my next video. I want to take this out and we'll run a test with it out in the woods. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe to it. Make sure you click the little notification bell so that the next time a video is uploaded, you'll get notified that I have a new one out. And hopefully the next video will be the field test of my new Warbonnet Thunderfly Autumn Orange Tarp. Thanks for joining me today, and hope to see you next time on this channel.